All right, y'all, we are back with another video. And this one right here is coming from Dr. Steve Turley. And he said that Nancy Pelosi stabs Kamala in the back as Biden implodes. Now, I will leave the original video in the description. Make sure y'all go show Dr. Turley some love, some support. He does a great job as well. And I enjoy watching his videos as well. And man, like I said, y'all, it's getting crazy out here. It's getting really, really crazy out here. Now, you talking about Pelosi and stab Kamala in the back? I want to see what she said. I want to see exactly what happened. Like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. I really appreciate it. And shout out to everybody who's been leaving positive comments in the comment section. And I also want to thank everybody who clicked on this video for the very first time. I appreciate you as well. Without further ado, y'all, let's dive straight in it. Let's see exactly what happened. Let's go. And like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button so more people can see this video, so YouTube can share it. I really appreciate it. And let's go.
President Kamala Harris the best running mate for this president?
He thinks so, and that's what matters. And by the way,
Do you think so?
She's very politically astute. I don't think people give her enough credit.
Wow.
She's, of course, values-based, consistent with the president's values and the rest. And people don't understand, she's politically astute. Why would she be vice president if she were not? But when she was running for attorney general in California, she had 6% in the polls. 6% in the polls. And she politically astutely made her case about why she would be good, did her politics, and became attorney general. So people shouldn't underestimate what Kamala Harris brings to the table.
But do you think she is the best running mate, though?
She's the vice president of the United States. So when people say to me, well, why isn't she doing this or that? I said, because she's the vice president. That's the job description. You don't do that much. You're a source of strength, inspiration, intellectual resource, and the rest. I think she's represented our country very well at home and abroad.
Well, that was an absolute masterclass in total BS.
I'm telling you.
You and I were just subject to 71 seconds of absolute horse manure. Nancy Pelosi just refused to commit to cackles Kamala as Biden's 2024 running mate. Now, if that's not a dog whistle, if that's not a signal of what appears to be happening inside the Democrat Party, I don't know what is. And we're going to find out exactly what that signal is. Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor, here to help you to think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. So if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Also, if you would, make sure to share this video with family and friends. We are once again being, unfortunately, throttled by big tech, so we need your help to get the hopeful message of this channel out to as many people as possible. So, as you just saw, Kamala officially now has bus tire tracks all over her body, thanks to Pelosi. She twice refused to answer the question as to whether cackles Kamala was Biden's best choice for running mate, and she tried to hide behind this BS of, well, she's just so incredibly politically astute. She's in fact,
that's crazy.
Pelosi said cackles is so politically astute, she doesn't even get credit for it. That's basically what she said. Then, of course, she lobbed up this absurd rhetorical question. Well, how would she be vice president if she weren't politically astute? Because she's a freaking diversity hire. That's why. You know that. That's the whole danger of the woke nonsense.
I'm telling you, this is crazy.
Soviet Union. Once you start prioritizing ideological fidelity over competence and astuteness, the entire system begins to corrode and unravel, just like her vice presidency. And then freaking Nancy, to just keep the BS going, she was like, well, what do you expect? She's vice president, and vice presidents don't do much. I mean, this is too good.
That was crazy.
Question, is she the best choice for vice president's running mate? Wait, I don't know. She doesn't do anything. No one knows. I mean, gang, you can't make this stuff up. When your enemy is destroying itself, just sit back and soak in all the glory. Now, I don't think we don't have to be geniuses to figure out what's going on here. Nancy Pelosi has no problem shamelessly shilling for absurd things, okay? For example, she was once asked if insider trading should be banned from Congress. This is how she responded.
Nancy Pelosi was asked if insider trading should be banned for Congress members. This is how she responded.
This is a free market and people, we are a free market economy that should be able to participate in that.
All the while knowing that more than 50% of Congress members are millionaires, whereas only 8% of Americans are.
That's right. It's a free market. It's a free market, right? But some people like Nancy are above the market. And that's why we need to stick it to the establishment by using their own corruption against them. Companies like BlackRock have been bribing corrupt politicians like Pelosi with insider trading secrets for decades now. They know a whole host of trading secrets that gives them an unfair advantage when picking stocks. But did you know that thanks to a little-known SEC database, guess what? We can have access to those very same secrets as well. We get to see what stocks these corporate CEOs are buying up in real time, and then we get to piggyback on their trades to gain the same advantage for ourselves that Pelosi and the crooks in D.C. have. My friend Ross Givens has been tracking insider trading for years now, and his recommendations have led to investment returns of over 2 billion of just how significant this Washington piece really is.
He's definitely embarrassed. And
drop out, Joe.
Because he probably cares what people like Ignatius think. Mm-hmm. But Ignatius, to me, seems like an intelligence operative.
I agree.
So Ignatius was the one that got the Flynn leak that bounced Flynn. Yep. Ignatius is the guy that said Chris Steele's a truth teller. He's the guy that said the laptop was Russia disinformation. When American intelligence wants to get something out, they feed it to Ignatius. So the fact that the American intelligence community wants him to say this and is nudging Joe Biden out of the picture tells me they're worried about the impeachment hearing. Because in the impeachment, all of the evidence is going to come out.
Yep.
The American intelligence community is compromised by the Biden corruption. They knew everything that was going on. They covered it up. We're talking about CIA and FBI. They don't want that out there. They don't want offshores. They don't want the Ukraine bribe spotlighted. There's a lot out there they need to contain. And it's not like he even said he wanted Kamala. He's like, get the whole ticket gone.
So there you have it. I mean, you just heard precisely why Pelosi refused to endorse Kamala. The powers that be, the donor class, and the deep state members of permanent Washington, they want, in Jesse Waters' words, they want the whole ticket gone. The knives are coming out for Kamala precisely because her fellow Democrats see Biden imploding. And if he doesn't have the donors...
Exactly. They see Biden imploding. Like she's astute. Like, I'm like, Nancy, what is you saying? She's astute. She's astute. What? Look, Democrat, they don't want Kamala Harris or Joe Biden. They want both of them gone. Who in the world want to see Joe Biden and Kamala Harris again in 2024 for the next 4 years? Who want that? I know I don't. And I'm pretty sure a lot of more people agree with that. Nobody wants to see Joe Biden and Kamala Harris again in 2024. Forget a running mate. Forget all of this. I'm hearing that they saying that she might take over for the rest of the year for Joe Biden, and the Democrats saying that Joe Biden is too old and he don't know what he's doing. I mean, it is bad when your own side is turning on you. Just imagine how that feels when people that supported you, people that voted for you, are now turning on you. How do that feel? That just goes to show right there, you just ain't fit for the job. So I'm up here listening to this, like he said before, this horse manure that Nancy was saying at the beginning of the video. I'm sitting here like, what? What? Are you serious, Nancy? Are you serious? What you saying? Like, come on.
And the deep state behind him, he's a goner. He's as vulnerable as we've found out Trump has been. Now, if you thought that Washington Post piece calling on Biden to bow out was bad enough, gang, take a look at this from CNN.
We're talking about, Dana, here, the time when he was vice president, right? Whether Joe Biden was involved in Hunter Biden's business dealings at the time he served as vice president. Overall, if you look here, 61% of Americans think Joe Biden was involved. You can see partisanship drives this, right? Obviously, nearly all Republicans, 90%, believe that. This has been a major storyline and talking point on Fox News and elsewhere. 64% of independents believe that Biden was involved in Hunter's business dealings. 28% of Democrats. And I want to show you, of that 61% overall there that believe he had dealings, 42%, Dana, think that Joe Biden acted illegally when he was vice president in those business dealings. 38% say not involved. 18% said he acted unethically but not illegally. But that is a significant number as well.
I told you.
Exactly. Y'all remember about the alias names and stuff like that they said that Joe Biden would use? Remember them alias names? See, I told you. This man has been lying to us since he's been in office. He's been lying when he was the vice president. He was lying. And he's still been lying. The truth is coming out. And I'm here for it.
I told you that no one was going to buy this BS from the legacy media. No one was going to buy this absurd notion that there's no evidence that President Biden did anything wrong.
Yes, it
All
is.
he did was repeatedly hang out with a crack-smoking, prostitute-paying, sex-videoing international business fraud. That's all he did. He just hangs out with them. He doesn't do it. He doesn't actually get involved with it in any way. Again, gang, just to show you how this whole thing is falling apart, watch Matt Gaetz rip this CNN anchor to shreds.
As to the quality of the evidence, though, I just have to say, I mean, we do have bank records, devices, laptops, travel records, changes in administration policy. Seems like pretty strong evidence to me.
None of which links President Biden to.
Well, it was Joe Biden on the phone.
None of which.
He was calling into the meetings. But, Abby, are you actually trying to tell your viewers that you don't believe that Joe Biden was involved in Hunter Biden's business deals?
It's not
a
about
hard case.
It's not about what I believe. It's about whether there is evidence that President Biden is linked to the misdeeds that might be linked to Hunter Biden. That's the issue. But I want to get back. I do want to.
Come on. Wait, hold on. Can you just acknowledge that when he calls into the business deals that he's involved? When he calls into the dinners, you don't think that's involvement?
Yeah, I mean,
bro, she is trying. You know what? Like when they can't come up with an answer, let's just move on. Let's just move on. Y'all realize every time like somebody start tearing them to shreds, that's the first thing they I can't just say that. I can't say that. There's no evidence. I just can't say that. And he's trying to tell her what's going on. Oh, well, no. Let's just move on. No, we ain't finna move on. No, we got to finish this first, and then we can move on. Look, like I mentioned before, Joe Biden got away with it, but he ain't get away with it.
Yeah, they're just looking absurd at this point, trying to argue that Biden involving himself in Hunter's illicit business dealings doesn't mean that Biden involved himself in Hunter's illicit business dealings. It don't make sense. Matt Gaetz brilliantly called her out, and she was just completely flustered. And you can see it, as is the whole of CNN. Hence why they're now admitting that no one's buying the sham refrain that Republicans have no evidence against Joe. And so it looks like the Biden crime family house of cards is imploding. And as we saw from both Pelosi and the Washington Post, it's Kamala who's already got a knife stuck in her back. Are you ready?
Wow. Shout out to Dr. Steve Turley, man, for a great video. Shout out. But like I said, y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this. But, man, he was tearing her to shreds. He was tearing her to shreds. She couldn't even answer the question. Talk about some, let's move on. And like I said before, I couldn't believe what Nancy Pelosi was saying at the beginning of the video. I'm like, man, come on now. Come on. But like I said, it's the end of the video. I appreciate you all for watching. I will leave the original link in the description. Make sure y'all go show Dr. Steve Turley some love. He's doing his thing over there, doing a great job as well. And that's the thing, man. I love covering people that does a great job, and I show my respect and love by sharing their videos, making sure people come over there and check them out as well, you know. But thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.